Here I was trying to show you that my accessory belt would sometimes squeal when I started the car after it had been sitting for a while. Well, of course it wouldn't do it when I tried to make it do it. But I promise you it does do it sometimes.
Please believe me.
So I decided to replace it. The accessory belt is down there. And I think there's a separate one for the AC. To make it easier to get to, I'm gonna have to take off these intake runners. There we go. To make things a little easier to get to, I'm gonna take off this crossbar as well. Little bracket here. And that bracket that goes over that pulley there, I don't know if I'll be able to slide the belt by it, but I'm gonna try. I may have to take it off. So there's the accessory belt. I had to run to the store to pick up a T60 that's gonna go in that hole right there to the right. But I'm gonna put it in there, rotate it off of the accessory belt so that I can remove it. So I'm rotating it clockwise. I think that will loosen the belt. And it looks like it does. I wonder if there's a way to pin it. If there is, I can't see it, so. There we go. And with one off, you can release the tension and take it off the rest of the pulleys. All right, let's see if I can get it off that lower pulley. Ooh, I don't think it's going to happen. Let's see. A ratcheting wrench would make this short work. There we go. Let's see. Yay! Yeah, so there's just enough room. I can almost get it off, but that bracket that is covering the lower pulley there has an attachment on the bottom that prevents me from removing the belt. So I gotta get under the car. So I got up under the car, and this nut right here is what I'm gonna take off. So there are nuts right in there and right in there. And let's see if I can take them off. Should be easy. I don't think these have ever been removed. Oh man. I got it out, but I dropped it. And now I'm taking out the other one. Got it out. Yeah, just pull it off the stud and will it come up? Actually, I don't need to take it all the way out. I just need to get the belt by it. But it would be a lot easier with it out, wouldn't it? Here we go. And now it's free. And I just gotta find one nut that dropped. And since I have the big accessory belt off, I might as well do the AC belt because it is behind the other belt. But I do not have the Torx bit to remove it at the unit with me, so I'm gonna have to leave to get it. All right, so there are two screws or little bolts that you have to loosen to free the AC belt. The first one is visible there. The second one you can't see, but you can see the top of it poking up from that tensioner assembly. You can access it from below. But let me tell you, it's hard to see. So a T45 works on the one that was easy to see. Let me see what fits on the other one. So I went and got a Long Torx bit kit, and I think that's gonna let me get on it. And I am on it. With the right tools, everything gets a bit easier. And it was this guy right here. And the other bolt is right here. Now, that should make it loose enough. Yeah. Take it off of the tensioner. And now off of the compressor. And now off of the crank pulley. There we go. Let's see if the new one matches. It looks like it does. Close enough anyway. So let's put it on. It is hard to get a good camera angle of what I'm doing, but I'll take a picture of the pulleys and it's pretty obvious the way to route it. Around the crank, around the AC compressor pulley, and then the bottom side goes above the tensioner. There we go. So it's on there. Now I just got to make sure that it is around all the right pulleys and all the ribs are lined up. And then I can tighten it back down. It was really hard to get a good image of the way I'm accessing this tensioner bolt from below. But if you know where the pulley is, get under the car and find the pulley from below, and that bolt will be right beside it. All right, I'm gonna go a few more turns and then I'm just gonna call that good. Yeah, I'll say that's plenty tight. So now I'll just snug down this bolt, which is just the bolt that locks it in place. Then we can put on the easy one. I just verified that the big accessory belt is the same size as the other. Those geese are having a ball. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on. I just looked at what I did yesterday. So it goes around the crank pulley, around the tensioner, then right back around the water pump pulley. And then everything gets into place. Yeah, that's how it goes. All right, is everything where it needs to be? It looks like it. I think that looks right. Everything's the same except for I got a new belt on there. Even though I think it's silly, I have to reinstall this pulley cover. This whole thing can come out of the way. It makes it a lot easier to get this down in there. All right, and that's where it lives. And those studs there is what the bracket goes back onto. It's hard to see without putting a camera or a phone down in there, but that's where they are. Lining up the top two studs and the bottom studs was quite difficult for me. I had to get up and down several times, but I think I have everything lined up now. This is the bottom one. And the last thing concerning this wonderful bracket is this. There we go. I need to get a duplicate set of ratcheting wrenches to keep it the storage unit. And that is both accessory belts replaced. Hey, I'm still at the storage unit, working on the truck, about done. Do you need anything else from the store? I have not had a squeal from either belt since I replaced them. In the next video, I'm going to clean the engine bay a bit and hopefully find the source of that leak. If you would like to follow along, hit subscribe. If you would like to see the things I've already done to the X5, check out the playlist. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.